Well, everyone, today we're taking a look at the sequel that came out 1 year later after Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Really clever naming there, guys.
I see it, and now it's all within my reach. I see it now. It's always been inside of me. And now I feel so free. And there's possibility. And there's possibility.
Hello, everyone, and today we're taking a look at Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Sega Genesis. Now, there is something interesting about this game's development history, but I'll talk about that later in the review. But for right now, all you need to know is that this game was made 1 year after the first game because Sonic 1 was a massive success and Sega wanted to make a sequel pronto. But here's something interesting. Both Sega of America and Sega of Japan were making their own Sonic 2, I guess you could say. Sega of Japan was making Sonic CD for the Sega CD, which will be the game we'll be looking at next, while Sega of America would make Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is the topic of this video. So, does this game hold up and is something I can recommend to you? Well, let's find out. In terms of story, Sonic 2 is really simple. Dr. Robotnik is back up to his evil plans yet again of wanting to turn the woodland creatures into his robot army, but this time he has a new secret weapon known as the Death Egg. And am I the only one who finds it funny that Sonic managed to beat Star Wars to the punch when it came to a Death Star knockoff? I'm looking at you, Star Killer Base. I'm looking at you. But anyway, Sonic is joined this time by a new companion known as Miles Prower, or as is most commonly known by his nickname, Tails. Why is he called Tails? Well, he has two tails. That's why. They met because when Sonic was running one day, Tails saw him and found him so awesome, he decided to chase after him and was able to catch up mainly because of the fact that his tails were able to move so fast they became a propeller. And because of that, they became close friends, and it's up to both of them to stop Dr. Robotnik's evil plans once again. In terms of graphics and music, Sonic 2 still looks amazing to this very day, much like the first game. I don't really know how to explain it. The graphics just look amazing in my opinion. The sprite works look great, and I really like the character designs for these characters. I never brought this up in my Sonic 1 review, but I really like the designs, well, the official artworks for Sonic, Tails, and Dr. Robotnik. They're also expressive, and you can see a lot of their character in these artworks, which I really like. In terms of music, hot damn, does this soundtrack blow the original out of the water? Seriously, it's no contest that Sonic 2 has a much better soundtrack than Sonic 1 by a long mile. Some of these tracks are so good, and they're just such a blast to listen to. Some of my favorites include Death Egg soundtrack, Emerald Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Casino Night Zone, and many more. It's just such a great soundtrack, and it's just perfecto. Now on to gameplay. Now, one thing I find interesting is how this game actually introduced multiplayer into the Sonic series, mainly because of Tails. Now, there are three options when you start the game on how you want to play the game. There's Sonic alone, Tails alone, and Sonic and Tails. I preferred to play the campaign as Sonic and Tails because, I don't know, I just like the adventure aspect of Sonic and Tails going on an adventure to stop Eggman. It just feels nice in my opinion. But anyway, how does Sonic control in this game? Well, I'll say this right now, he controls way better than the first game. Don't get me wrong, he controlled well in the first game, but here, it's no contest. He controls so fluently, and it's just perfect in my opinion. He just has, well, his controls are really good. He speeds up really quickly, and yeah. Also, this game introduces a brand new mechanic that will become a main series staple. Well, we'll get there when we get there with the boost. But anywho, the spin dash. This is Sonic's most iconic move other than the homing attack and boost. But anyway, the spin dash is so easy. All you need to do is just press down on the D-pad and then rev it up and boom, you go flying and spinning in circles, baby. Seriously, it makes going through loop-de-loops so much more fun. I cannot tell you how much fun it is to rev up this spin dash and just destroy enemies with it. In fact, you can even jump mid-air while performing it, so that's nice. As for Tails, well, he's a more slower Sonic. Don't get me wrong, he controls fast, but compared to Sonic, he's not as fast, and this is something that just bothers me. Despite the fact that he has two tails and can fly in later games, he doesn't fly here in this game, and it just becomes distracting. I know that would make him broken, but he's pretty much the easy mode of the game, so you might as well just make him more easy mode, I guess. But anyway, let's talk about the Sonic and Tails mode. My only issue with Sonic and Tails mode is the Chaos Emerald sections. Yes, Chaos Emeralds return back in this game, except you have 7 rather than 6. And how do you unlock these special stages? Simple. All you need to do is just 50 rings, much like the first game, and go up to a goalpost, and you'll see a little sparkly. Then you need to jump in it, and boom, you're in the special stage. We're in a half-pipe structure. This is my big complaint with the Sonic and Tails part of the game, as you see, with Tails in these special stages, he has a delay input where he moves a second slower than Sonic, and when you're trying to move, yeah, you can have him get hit by the bombs on complete accident, and that could cause you to lose the Chaos Emerald sections. And yeah, it makes those sections become a pain in the ass. But when you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, you unlock Super Sonic, who is a god mode in this game. Well, he pretty much is a god mode in this series, but still, it is just so much fun to play as Super Sonic, as he's invulnerable to pretty much anything. Well, he can still be drowned and can be crushed by platforms. So you're telling me that Sonic can become a god, but he's still able to drown? Hulk, take it away.
Puny god.
Thank you. But anywho, let's talk about my problems with Super Sonic. Well, Super Sonic isn't that bad. It's fun playthrough, don't get me wrong, and it makes it a whole lot easier. But Sonic 2 is already an easy game, in my opinion, but it just makes it a lot more easy because of its speed. But I do have 2 problems with Super Sonic. Number 1, the way you transition into Super Sonic. See, once you get 50 rings, you actually have to jump, and then you will turn super. This is something that just bothers me because of the fact that, well, it just becomes kind of annoying where, like, you have this big moment in the game where, like, in each level, you have a part where you have to jump in order to progress, and then you transform to Super Sonic, which isn't a bad thing, but there's one problem with it. The music. Oh dear God, it just drowns out the entire song that's currently playing the stage. And while I like the Super Sonic theme, I would rather listen to the themes of the levels, thank you very much. But still, Super Sonic is still fun to play through. And there are even multiplayer levels in this game where you go through some of the zones. And fun fact, all of these zones are the full levels. You got Mystic Cave Zone, Emerald Hill Zone, and Casino Zone. And of course, you got the Special Stage Zone. So yeah, they're full levels, and they have their own music, so that's nice. Finally, in terms of zones, there are a couple more zones in this game than there were in the first game. Starting off, we got Emerald Hill Zone, which is an easy zone. It's the first zone in the game, and you can get by it pretty quickly without any problems. Then there's Chemical Plant Zone. Easily the most recognizable zone in this game, well, because of the purple water, and the fact that, for one, much like Green Hill Zone, it keeps getting overused to death. But even so, this zone is still amazing to go through. You get the speed, the platforming, the whole shebang here, and it's just a lot of fun to go through. In fact, even the water sections don't even bother me in this zone, unlike Labyrinth Zone, because here, the speed actually works well underwater, and yeah, I actually really like Chemical Plant Zone. It's a fantastic zone. On to Aquatic Ruin Zone. This is a water zone in the game, and you can actually avoid the water if you know what you're doing. So, yeah, you can pretty much just screw the water physics and just go topside. That's pretty good on the developer's part, not gonna lie. Then there's Casino Night Zone, one of my favorite zones in this game. It's a lot of fun, and I really like the casino aesthetic to this, and I just really have a blast going through it. Especially the pinball sections where you're trying to get into the hoops in order to get more rings. It's just personally a lot of fun to me. And yeah, on to Hilltop Zone. This zone's kinda forgettable in my opinion. There's not much to it. It's just an alright zone in this game. It's probably my least favorite zone, if I'm gonna be honest, with Aquatic Ruin right behind it. But, yeah. Then there's Mystic Cave Zone, and here's something interesting about this zone. Well, for one, it's a cave zone, it's a cave level in the game, and it's mostly infamous for the bottomless pit. Seriously, it's so infamous that not even Super Sonic can avoid it. But there is something I want to bring up about Sonic 2's development. Now, you see, when they were making Sonic 2, they wanted to go super big with this game in terms of levels. There were going to be plenty of more zones in this game, but unfortunately they got removed due to time constraints. One of them being Hidden Palace Zone, which would be the title of a zone in Sonic 3 Knuckles, but we're not there yet. But when Christian Whitehead was making the port of Sonic 2 on the iOS devices, he got permission to actually build the zone from the ground up and have it be in the game. Where, you might add? Well, in order to go into the zone, originally it was planned out to be a zone where you, after you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, you would go to that zone and finish it in order to unlock Super Sonic. But here, because they didn't do that in the Android and iOS devices, they decided to have it be where the entrance point is by going down the bottomless pit. So, yeah, if you want to go to Hidden Palace Zone, you have to go through there. But even so, Hidden Palace Zone is a great zone in my opinion, and it really is a shame it was not in the original version of Sonic 2, but seeing it get the light of day here is really cool in my opinion, and it's honestly a good stage. Back to Mystic Cave Zone, it's a pretty good level. I really like the design of it, and yeah, not much to say here, it's just a fun zone. Next on to Oil Ocean Zone. Oh boy, I actually really like the zone, but if I'm gonna be honest, I really wish Casino Night Zone got brought back into Sonic Mania over this. Don't ask me why, I just prefer that. But either way, this zone, again, is still really fun. And I don't know, I just really like the oils theme to it. Imagine how cool it would have been if the oil actually slowed down Sonic. That would have been kind of fun. But either way, it's still a great zone in the game. Now on to Metropolis Zone. Easily the hardest zone in Sonic 2. Well, other than Death Egg Zone, but we'll get there soon. And honestly, I actually like this zone. Now, with Sonic 2, there are 2 acts to a zone rather than 3 like the first game. But here, this is the only zone to have 3 acts in it, and yeah, I can understand why people don't like this zone. It's very difficult to get through, and the enemies, Asterons, Shellcrackers, and Slicers. I'll admit, I hate these guys. Especially the Slicers, because they can hit you out of nowhere. Seriously, you're just walking all by, you know, minding your day, and bam! Hits you. Kind of annoying. Stop that. Just stop it. But still, I actually like this zone, and yeah, I don't know how to explain. I just really enjoy going through this zone despite those 3 badniks. But yeah, I still have a ton of fun with Metropolis Zone. I wouldn't call it a bad zone, but I still think it's a great level in the game. Don't know how to explain it, I just really like it. And then there's Sky Chase Zone. It's an auto-scrolling level, and honestly, it's very calm and peaceful. I like it because, for one, it's sort of
a fresh breath air
from the other zones where it's all like, oh man, we gotta stop Robotnik. But here, you can just take the time and enjoy it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are enemies to destroy, but still, it's just a very calm and peaceful level. Then there's Wing Fortress Zone. Well, before we talk about it, let me talk about something I really like about this game. Well, the transition between Sky Chase to Wing Fortress Zone. In the cutscene before it, yes, there is a cutscene, Tails gets shot down by Robotnik, and it's up to Sonic to stop Robotnik. I love this moment because of the fact that it's a good show of visual storytelling. Tails is presumed dead, and Sonic has to avenge his friend. It gives you more of an incentive to go there, go through the level in order to stop Robotnik, because not only are you trying to stop Robotnik, but you're also trying to avenge Tails. It's so powerful in my opinion. And then there's Wing Fortress Zone, and I'm gonna be honest, it's a fun zone. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best zone in the game, and much like Sky Chase Zone, it is a 1-act zone, but I still have fun with it. Also, here's a special tip for you. If you want to bypass most of the level, just go up to the propeller, hit it, and then use the invincibility frame to go through. I learned that from someone called me Johnny. Anywho, after that, Robotnik breaks free and escapes to outer space to go to the Death Egg. Sonic doesn't know how to go there, so Tails, in the nick of time, shows his face again and reveals that he's been alive all along and helps Sonic go to the Death Egg. Well, more specifically, helps Sonic catch a rocket. Wait, rockets explode, right? But anywho, time for the final zone of the game, Death Egg Zone. Well, this isn't really a zone or level, it's mostly a 2-act final boss, where you take on Silver Sonic, who is a pretty challenging secondary final boss, because Dr. Robotnik decided to learn from his mistakes and make a copy of Sonic, but it can be defeated by bonking on the head 8 times. But much like Final Zone, you have no rings, so that's the only thing that will make you feel nauseous and make you feel scared, which will cause you to screw up a lot of the time, like it did for me when I first played it. But then you reach the final boss of the game against Metal Robotnik, or he's known as the Death Egg Robot, who also gets used over and over and over and over again. But still, I really think this is a good final boss, and it's just so good. Though, am I the only one who finds it weird that this fat doctor is able to outrun Sonic? Seriously, how does that work? But anyway, after that's all said and done, Tails decides to get the final cutscene of the game. Now, much like Sonic 1, your ending is based on whether or not you can get all 7 Chaos Emeralds or not. If you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, get the good ending, where Sonic is about to plummet to Earth, but he uses the power of the Chaos Emeralds to go Super Sonic one more time to save himself. And Tails decides to join up for a victory lap. But, I'm gonna be honest, I prefer getting the bad ending. Why? Because of the fact that I like how Tails decides to rush in the nick of time to save Sonic. Sonic could have died because he doesn't have the Chaos Emeralds to save him, so Sonic is almost dead, but Tails shows up to save him. I like this because it shows the bonds they have in terms of their friendship, since Tails has helped out Sonic a lot throughout the game, like when it came to Winged Fortress Zone and Sky Chase, and it even helps getting Sonic to Death Egg Zone, and here it ends with him helping out Sonic one last time. It really shows the importance of Tails and Sonic and Tails' friendship. So, that's all in terms of the game. On to the final thoughts. So, that was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I must say, much like the first game, it still holds up really well, and is an amazing game even to this day. I can replay this game any day of the week, and while it's not my favorite Sonic game, it's definitely one of my favorites. It's just a ton of fun to play through, and while yes, there are some problems like the special stages, it doesn't really bother me because this game is still fantastic even today. I would highly recommend this game if you're a newcomer or a Sonic fan who hasn't yet played this game, which is confusing since this game is pretty much on every device, much like Sonic 1. But yeah, I'm going to give Sonic the Hedgehog 2 a 9 out of 10. It's an amazing game and I would highly recommend it. So, join me next time as we take a look at Sonic CD. I hope you all enjoyed and see you all next time. Bye.